Hello to everyone. My name is Nuria Moyano, and I am the regional manager for Turkey. I work at Bournemouth University, and welcome to our webinar. Basically, what we are going to do today, I have prepared for you a presentation about the university. So we are going to show you what what you can expect at Bournemouth University, our facilities, courses, and the area as well, and our buildings. And then after that, we have one of our student ambassadors, Talia. She's from Turkey, and she will be talking to you about her experience as a Bournemouth University student. Talia has graduated from a master program in clinical psychology. That was last year. She did it with us. And this year, she's currently studying a second master in marketing and communications. But I will leave this to her to talk to you and to introduce herself later on. So I'm just going to share my screen with you so you can see the presentation that I have prepared for you. In the right-hand side, you will see the chat with the questions. We have put our contact details in there and some of the just let me cancel this for a second. Am I going to open the presentation? Just bear with me. Okay, so here is the presentation. Hopefully you will be able to see it. Okay, and what I was telling you is that in the right-hand side of the chat, you will see some an area where you can write questions. Please feel free to write any questions, and at the end of our presentation, we will be able to discuss with you and to answer those questions. Okay, so here we go. I hope you can actually be able to see the screen very well and also to listen to me. So this is me. So I'm going to go to the next one. So probably you are wondering where Bournemouth University is. So you can see the map in the left-hand side. We are basically in the south coast of England in a city called Bournemouth. It's a small place. We are located in the south coast of England, and Bournemouth has a population of 185,000 people. So it's quite small in comparison to big cities in Turkey, but it's very cosmopolitan. It's one of the first choice destinations for tourism. We have more than 12 kilometers of sandy beaches as well. So it's actually a very beautiful area. And it's an international place, and although it's small, it's very manageable, which is good. It's very safe for girls particularly, but also it has plenty of things to do because it's one of the first choice destinations for tourism. It's very well connected, and we are only 2 hours far away from London by train or by other public transports. And if you decide to come to Bournemouth, I will recommend you to go to London Heathrow or to Gatwick airports. The reason for this is because they are the closest to Bournemouth, but there are 3 more airports in the area of London. We also have the international airport at Bournemouth, and but there are flights to go to Antalya and to other different places in Turkey, but not to the main cities. But it's something that you might consider as well. So a little bit of information about Bournemouth University. We were established in 1992 as a specialist professional university. Before that, we were a polytechnic. And but basically, we've been teaching, and we've been teaching for a long time, more than 70 years. And as a professional university, we ensure that our students develop the skills that employers are looking for. So basically, all our programs have an element of practicality. We can look into this later on whilst I'm talking to you about the courses that we offer. And during the last few years, we have invested more than £250 million in our facilities, buildings, and academia. So you can see some pictures of the university in here, and it really is a very beautiful campus. We have two campuses, and this is Talbot campus. It's the home for all our undergraduate students and for most of our postgraduate students as well. In terms of student community, we have 17,500 students in total, and this is across our undergraduate, postgraduate, and research programs. And 12%, 2,800 are international from over 135 different countries. Bournemouth is very popular for Turkish students. We have over 100 Turkish students studying with us in different disciplines around the campus. So we have 4 faculties. I'm not going to talk to you about every single course because we offer more than 300 courses and 200 undergraduate and over 100 at postgraduate level. So it will be very difficult for me, and also we don't have the time to go through all of them. So I'm going to mention the ones that are more popular for Turkish students, but please feel free to go to our website and to have a look at the courses. So we have 4 faculties, and each faculty is divided in different departments. The Faculty of Management, the Media and Communications, Faculty of Science and Technology, and Faculty of Health and Social Sciences. So the Faculty of Management is divided in the business school that offer courses in accounting, finance, management, economics, business, marketing programs. And then we have the Department of Tourism and Hospitality with the sports management and leisure marketing. And then we have the Faculty of Media and Communications with 3 big areas. We have computer animation, is one of our major departments, then television production and media production, radio, sound production, that is another area. And then we have all the media communication courses, marketing comms, and journalism, PR. So that is the Faculty of Media and Communications. Then Science and Technology is divided in 4 big departments. This is the biggest faculty that we have within the university. So we have programs, Department of Psychology, and this is very popular for our Turkish students. And we have undergraduate and postgraduate programs in psychology, and then in clinical psychology and clinical neuropsychology as well. And then we have the Department of Anthropology, Archaeology, and Environmental Sciences. And then we have the Department of Computing, which we offer programs at IT, business analytics, data analytics as well. Cybersecurity is another program that is very popular and we are very strong at. And then we have our design and engineering program as well, department that offers a variety of courses in that area. And then we have the Faculty of Health and Social Sciences. It's divided in different departments, but the majority of our Turkish students, they are in our masters in behavior and nutrition. This is actually a very popular program, you know, for students that want to study nutrition. Physiotherapy is very good as well, and it's also a popular program, but it's very limited the number of students that we can accept for that program. So you will see in here some of the facts about Bournemouth University, and you will be pleased, as we are, that we are one of the best 500 universities in the world. If you are planning to apply for a scholarship from the Ministry of Education in Turkey, this is one of the eligibility criteria that you need to meet. So you need to have the university that you choose needs to be within the 500 best universities in the world. So we are very proud to say that Bournemouth is one of these universities. Also, we have the two centers of excellence. And one of them is the Center of Media Practice, and this is very well known in the whole UK. And the other center is for international hospitality and tourism as well. All our master programs start in September, but also in January, and some in terms of management, business, marketing, those ones start in January. So don't worry, if you think that you are not ready to come in September, but you are planning to come for a postgraduate or a master program, just to let you know that there is another start that is January. So you will be able, to come and join. For most of our programs, unfortunately, not for all of them, but for all the business programs, tourism and engineering, you can join us in January. All our undergraduate courses, however, they start in September. Then something that is very peculiar to Bournemouth University courses is that we provide a series of accreditations. Accreditations are very, very good because it offers, well, it's basically tells you that is the link or practicality of the course. So accreditations are provided by the industry, and you can only get these accreditations if the program is has the practical side of it. So our business school, we get the AA CSB accreditation. This is one of the top accreditations for business courses. Only 5% of best business schools in the world have this accreditation. It took us 5 years to actually get this accreditation, so it's something that we are very proud of. But also our psychology programs, they offer the British Psychology Society accreditation as well. In some of our programs, our students, they have the opportunity to get other types of accreditations, like the Chapter and Master Management Institute or Marketing Institute as well. So it's a variety of accreditations. It's very good because if you decide to stay in the UK and now probably you are aware of the new government rules, so you can study in the master program or undergraduate program, and after 2021, once you graduate, you can actually work for 2 years in the UK. So if you choose a program that is accredited, it will basically give you the opportunity to open your career prospect. So that is very good. And this is the reason why I wanted to emphasize, that most of our courses, they have accreditation by the industry. So something that is very unique to Bournemouth University is that all our undergraduate courses offer 1 year work experience, and some of them is compulsory, some of them is optional. And for most of our master programs, you have as well the opportunity to study 1 year and to do another year of work experience. And this work experience will provide you with the practical skills and the work skills that you need. So the good thing is, because we are a practical or professional university, you will get those skills that are very much the employers look after, basically. And then, again, just to emphasize the link that we have with the industry, we ask professional guests to come to the university to talk to our students. So you can see here the name of Chris Packham and Eddie Howe. I don't know, Chris Packham is one naturalist. He's very much a biologist, and he has his own program on television. It's very popular in the UK, and he came to talk to our students about their what he does and also the opportunities that they have in the future. And then Eddie Howe is, if you are into football, probably you recognize him. He is the football manager for Bournemouth Football Club, and he came to talk to our sports management students as well. So I put in here some of the logos, and you can see what the students go to. Our students, they find jobs in a variety of companies and different types of industry. The good thing is that because it's a work placement, and the main thing is that our students need to have that part of practicality. They will not be in a company just making tea or coffee. So we ensure that the university approve the work placement and the students have a level of responsibilities. Myself, for example, I am an ex-student from Bournemouth University, but that was a long time ago. So I studied business studies, and in my third year, I did the whole bachelor's degree. So in my third year, I work for a marketing department. I got paid about £17,000 per year. So the good thing is that our students, it's an internship, but it's a paid internship, which is very important. Okay. Accommodation. Like any other university, we offer accommodation. The only difference is that we guarantee our accommodation to all our first year students. You have different types of accommodation available to you. So you can stay in the student village, which you can see the picture of the student village is here. This is located, it's the only accommodation located in Talbot campus. And then you have the hall of residence that is only 10 minutes far away from the campus, and it's in the middle of the city. And you have Unilet and host of families. One thing to emphasize is our accommodation is individual, and all of them offering bathroom facilities as well, apart from the student village, because these are houses and our students share. There are usually 2 bathrooms by house, but because of that, there are different types of prices as well. So it will depend on the kind of accommodation that you want, but you can choose between living in a studio, for example, or if you have family, you can we have flats for couples with children as well, or you can live in the student village, which is a little bit more, it's cheaper, or different types of accommodation. The cost varies, but it will be between 105 to 155 pounds per week. But again, this is according to what you need. So there is a variety of choose from. That's some pictures about of our accommodation in here, of what you can expect. You can see this is part of our investment. So the accommodation is very new, and it looks very nice as well. Our students are very pleased with our accommodation. So in terms of entry requirements, if you want to study a bachelor's degree with us, and you are doing the Turkish school diploma, we will probably ask 0.25 to 4 points out of 5 in your GPA. It will depend on the program that you want to choose. For some programs, it's 4. For other programs, it's 3.25. But the main thing is that we accept the Lycée Diplomacy, or Lycée C Diplomacy, I think it's the undergraduate high school diploma. If you are interested in a master's, for most of our masters, we actually ask for the equivalent of a 2-2 UK degree. So basically, if you are studying a bachelor's degree, it's a 2.5 out of 4 for your bachelor's degree. For some programs, we will request a little bit higher, like for the clinical psychology program, we ask for 2.7 out of 4. Or if you are studying in a very top ranking university, we will consider lower grades, like a 2.5. But again, this is only, for you as a guidance, but it will depend on your student profile. We look at everything. Sometimes if our students don't meet the entry requirements in your application, we will be looking at your transcripts, and also the areas that are more relevant to the program that you want to study. So if you are doing a program that, for example, some of the subjects are very similar and you have good grades in those subjects to the masters that you are going to study, we might consider your application. So don't worry too much if you don't meet those entry requirements. Another thing that is really important, and probably Talia later on, she will repeat this for you, is the English qualification. We do accept IELTS, Pearson, and TOEFL like any other university, but also because we've been for such a long time, going to Turkey, and we know the level of education of some universities, we also accept students without IELTS as long as you have studied 4 years bachelor's degree in Turkey and is 100% in English. So we will exempt you from an English qualification such as IELTS if you have studied 4 years bachelor's degree in English. So I think this is an exemption rule that only applies to Bournemouth University. Other universities will probably ask you for IELTS and with academic equivalent or with TOEFL or relevant. Unfortunately, education in the UK is not cheap, but we consider that we provide a very good level of programs. And if you are interested in bachelor's degree, it's about 14,500. If you are interested in masters, it's around 12 to 50,000, depends on the masters that you choose. For our MBA, it will be £15,000 per year. And then the total living cost is about 8,000. That includes as well the accommodation. So the total cost is in Turkish liras is approximately 200,000 Turkish liras per year. The good news is that we offer scholarships and different types of discounts for Turkish students. So if for all the Turkish students that want to study with us this September or in January, if you want to study a bachelor's degree at Bournemouth and you have achieved 80 grades in your high school diploma, you will be given £2,500 discount from your tuition fees. If you are interested in a master's and you are studying currently a bachelor's degree and you achieve 2.8 out of 4, you will be given 3,500 scholarship. You don't need to apply for this. This is provided to you automatically because it's based in your academic grades. We also offer the Dean's Scholarship for master students and that want to study this January in our Faculty of Management. And we did offer this one for September as well, but unfortunately the deadline has come. So if you want to study in our January programs, just to let you know that you can actually access to this one. For this one, you need to apply a missed space in your GPA and student profile as well. And for this one, you need to be at least 3.3, 3.4 GPA. But we will offer you 50% fee discount. Also, for those students that they don't meet the academic entry criteria, sometimes we have the discretionary scholarship. This is up to us, to myself, for example, and a panel that we discuss which students can actually access to these scholarships. So if you are interested in this one, you need to apply to Bournemouth University. And then once you apply, you need to let me know, so get my details, that you will be interested in the scholarship, the discretionary scholarship. So you just need to write, I will look at your personal profile and see if I am able to provide you with this scholarship. For this one, unfortunately, there is limited number of scholarships, but I am still providing some scholarships. And then we have the sports and music scholarship for very talented sports and music students. So this is all from me, and I'm going to pass over Talia. Okay, so just give me a second, Talia, and so that's it. It's all yours, Talia. Thank you.
Question that I didn't know the answer to.
Sorry, say that again, Talia. You were mute, but I actually unmuted you.
Oh, sorry. So there are some questions that I didn't know the answer to. Would you like to start with those ones first?
Okay. I will have a look at the questions now whilst you are talking to them. But if you want to summarize very quickly what I say, just in case they haven't, just to make sure that they understand the main key points, that I've been saying. Mm-hmm. And then I will go through the questions. If I can answer them whilst you are talking about, your experience at Bournemouth University, that will be fantastic. So please go ahead. You can start preparing yourself.
Okay. Merhaba arkadaşlar. Ben Talya. Bournemouth Üniversitesi'nde geçen yıl ilk master'ımı tamamladım. Klinik psikoloji master'ımı. Şu anda ikinci master'ımı yapıyorum. O da dijital pazarlama üzerine. Yani şu anda hala İngiltere'deyim. Sadece birkaç günlüğüne Türkiye'ye geldim. Okulda Nuriye'nin anlattıklarını biraz tercüme ederek başlamak istiyorum. Nuriye biraz burslardan bahsetti. Burada da çok sordunuz. Eğer master ve doktora üzerine geliyorsanız ortalamanız, üniversite lisans ortalamanız 2.80'in üzerinde olduğu zaman kabul mektubunuzla beraber mailinizde otomatik olarak bir indirim geliyor. 3.500 pound kadar bir indirim geliyor. Eğer lise bitirdiyseniz ve lisansa başvuruyorsanız da lise diploması ortalamanız 80'in üstünde olduğunda 2.500 poundluk bir indirim geliyor. Bu iki indirim de bir defaya mahsus olarak yapılıyor. Ama örneğin benim ortalamam 4 üzerinden 3.90'dı. Ben bu 3.500 poundluk bursu otomatik olarak aldım. Ama bunu yeterli bulmadığım için %50 dekan bursuna başvurdum. Bunu araştırmak isterseniz Executive Dean Scholarship diye geçiyor. Bu da %50 bir burs imkanı sağlıyor size. Ben buna otomatik olarak başvuramıyorsunuz buna. Bunun için ayrı bir şey yazmanız gerekiyor. 500 kelimelik bir metinde neden bu bursa ihtiyacınız olduğunu anlatan bir yazı yazıyorsunuz. Her fakülteden bir kişiye veriliyor her yıl. Ben iki master'ımda da bunu aldım. Çünkü ilk master'ımdan da Bournemouth'ta mezun olduğum klinik psikoloji master'ını da birincilikle bitirdiğim için oradan da bir burs alma şansım oldu. Yani bunun için ayrıca başvurmanız gerekiyor ama diğer bahsettiğim 2500 ve 3500 olan burslar otomatik olarak okul tarafından size gelen kabul mektubuyla birlikte geliyor. İngilizce yeterliliği için biraz ondan bahsedeyim. Eğer lisans mezunuysanız, yazayım bir saniye. Dean's Executive Scholarship. Burs, İngilizceden bahsediyordum. Eğer lisans bitirdiyseniz, yani örneğin ben Kadir Has mezunuyum. Kadir Has'ta %100 İngilizce eğitim gördüm. O yüzden IELTS, TOEFL vesaire gibi İngilizce yeterlilik sınavlarına girmenizi istemiyor Bournemouth. Böyle bir şart koşmuyor. Eğer mezun olduktan 2 yıl içerisinde Bournemouth'a başvurursanız. Eğer İngilizce olmayan bir okuldan mezunsanız veya %30 İngilizce olan bir okuldan mezunsanız IELTS'e girmeniz gerekiyor. 2500 veya 3500 dediğim burs otomatik olarak maille geliyor arkadaşlar. Başvurmanıza gerek yok. Yani otomatik olarak mailinizde o indirim gelmiş oluyor. Onun dışında dediğim gibi yani doktora ve yüksek lisans şartları biraz benzer birbirine. Ortalamanıza bakıyorlar. Okuldan biraz bahsettim Nuriye. Şehir çok güvenli bir yer. Öğrenci şehri. O yüzden çok güvenli olduğu için ve ben daha önce 4 yerde kaldım. İngiltere'deki 4 şehirde kaldım. Bournemouth en güvenlisi. Ne çok pahalı ne çok ucuz. Biraz ücretlerden de bahsedeceğim. Ne kadar hani bütçe yapabilirsiniz vesaire. Onun dışında diğer bölümlerden bakıyorsanız diğer Bournemouth Üniversitesi'nin sitesine girerek postgraduate veya undergraduate şeklinde bütün entry requirements, international entry requirements şeklinde bakabilirsiniz. 2 sene içinde olması gerekiyor belirli. Evet. 2018 mezunuysan şu anda başvurduğunda %100 İngilizce başvurduysan IELTS veya TOEFL'a gerek yok. Bunu tekrar Nuriye'den teyit edebilirsiniz. Şu an ben kendi videoma başlayacağım, kendi presentation'ıma. İngilizce başlayacağım ama sonunda Türkçe tercüme edeceğim. Evet, iyi bir okuldan mezunsanız ekstra bir burs yok. Ama diyelim ortalamanız 2.80 değil 2.70 veya 2.60 ama prestijli bir okuldan mezunsanız orada tolerans gösterebiliyorlar. Okay, Nuria, I just briefly gave like a summary about the scholarships, international entry requirements, English qualifications, and also the fees in general. So I will now speak about my presentation and then translate all of them as well.
Okay, that's brilliant. Just one thing, Talia, you know, I'm going through the questions, but some of them are in Turkish, and unfortunately, guys, I don't speak Turkish. So
yeah, I told them to write them in English, but
okay, that's okay. If the questions that you have read that you don't know the answer at the end of your presentation, if you want to tell me, you go through them and tell me. I will try to answer that as I am talking. All right, so I leave you to it. Thank you.
Arkadaşlar sorularınızı İngilizce yazarsanız şu an çünkü Nuriye okuyor ama Türkçe olanları cevaplayamıyormuş. Onu söylüyor. Şu an ben sunumuma başlıyorum. Ekran paylaşalım. Okay. Can you see the screen now, Nuria?
Yes, I can see it.
Hi everyone. So Nuria briefly discussed about her side of view, but I will talk to you through the student life. I've been there for almost 3 years. I'm working part-time and also doing my second master, so I will briefly talk about that part. I came to BU at 2018 to study clinical psychology, and then I received the Dean Scholarship, which gave me 50% of my school fees. And then during my studies, I was working part-time as a student ambassador, and I was also doing some placement. So I will talk about that as well, because some of you asked about placement. So let's start with the presentation. In terms of academic studies, the system in the UK is slightly different to the Turkish system. So you will have around 8 to 12 hours contact hours per week. This means you will be going to lectures, but most of the time you will be spending in a library, doing some extra research, additional for your coursework, additional studies. So, for example, for some courses, in my course in clinical psychology, we had more contact hours. But for example, currently I'm doing a course in marketing. I've got less contact hours, but I have more time to do some research. So especially for engineering courses, you might have more contact hours, but you will have your own time to do your studies. We'll also have guest lecturers from different fields. For example, in my clinical psychology masters, we didn't just have our lecturers, we also have some guest lecturers coming to us and talking about their expertise, which was really great because you can get in touch with them, email them, alternatively find a placement with them. There are a variety of learning resources. Like I said, you can use the library for free. You will have all the access to the books. So the university would advise you to not to buy any books, just use the books in the library for free. They've got ebooks, journal articles, magazines and books that you can go and borrow. In terms of employability, I will talk about in general for undergraduates and postgraduates and also placements. So in terms of work placement, if you're in an undergraduate study, in Turkey, you know that it's 4 years for undergraduate study, and in the UK, it is 3 years and a placement year. So after your 2 years in undergraduates, you'll have 1 year, which is called a placement year that you need to do. So university has great connection with the industry. So you will get a paid placement that you will get paid for 1 year. And you can even earn more than the lecturers that year. And that experience will be yours. So by the time you graduate, you will have 1 year of experience, paid experience, and then you'll be more likely to find a job after your studies. In terms of part-time jobs, because we're Turkish students, we are on Tier 4 student visa. This means you can work 20 hours per week outside your studies and in term time. So you can work part-time, either do something related to your field, for example, in marketing or psychology or computing, engineering, or do something that just get some money to pay your expenses. But I would suggest doing something related to your field. We will have career fairs and job opportunities. So the companies will come to you, they will ask for your expertise, they will ask for get to know about you, and they might hire you as an intern, and after that they might offer you the job by the time you finish your studies. In terms of career advice and guidance, we have the career advice service. For each faculty, we have a different advisor that will come to you, talk to you, help you build your CV. If you don't have a CV, if you have one, they will improve it. They will also help you write a personal statement for you to apply for jobs. So I would definitely recommend using them, because I benefit a lot from them. I worked as a research assistant for my lecturer. I worked with BU as a student ambassador, and I have been awarded the Student Ambassador of the Year last year. Also, I worked with the Personality Disorders Unit with the National Health Service last year, so that was really good. In terms of alumni, so once you graduate from BU, for 3 more years, you will be in the alumni network. That means you can benefit from all the facilities and all the opportunities that BU offers, and you'll be able to build your network. In terms of awards, for example, when you're at uni, like I said, if you work as a student ambassador, you might get an award from that. If you do something very outstanding or do a different kind of research, you might get a reward for that as well, which are really good for your CV. And university offers a lot of programs that you can join throughout the semester. So I would definitely suggest you to join at least 1 or 2 of them during your studies, because you will have a lot more time to do independent work and study. Nuria briefly talked about expenses, but I will just talk very generally about how much money you would spend for accommodation, and also for your general expenses and budgeting. So for this year, the average rent is £105 to £155 per week for accommodation. This is if you live in student halls. For example, student village would be the cheapest option if you're looking for a cheap one. Alternatively, you can also live in private accommodation, but I would suggest living in student accommodation at least your first year, so you can get to know some more people. And also, if you count everything as a whole, I would say, including your rent and all your expenses, you would spend £900 to £1,000 per month. And if you have a part-time job, let's say you're earning £400 to £500 a month, half of your rent and expenses would be paid with the job you're doing. So just bear in mind, you will need to spare £900 to £1,000 a month. You can also apply for an NUS card here from the student union at uni, which will give you a lot of discount. For example, for cinema, you can get 50% off. For some supermarkets, you can get 15% off. So you will have lots of options for that as well. I've put some pictures here from Bournemouth. For example, you can see the beach, you can see the Bournemouth Gardens, you can see the town centre, and also the nightlife. As Nuria mentioned, Bournemouth is a really great town. It's a student town. It's very safe. You can see there's a 12-kilometre of sandy beach. In summer, you can go with your friends, meet up, go to the beach, have a swim, sunbathe, and enjoy the weather. And also, you can go and travel. I will just show you some more pictures. Because you will be a tourist, you can travel. You can go to all these places where tourists would go with your student discount. So Bournemouth is a very touristic area. It's located in the very southwest of England. So you will have lots of opportunities as well. You can also see some more pictures here from the clubs and societies. I've just put some pictures. For example, you can join the swimming club, or if you're into Harry Potter, you can join the Harry Potter Society, go-karting society, and everything. So I would definitely say that join at least 1 or 2 societies during your studies to get to know more people from the international community of BU. I'm just going to pass this one. And I would say lastly, make the most of university. It's not just about studies. You can get to know a lot of people from 30, 50 more countries that you wouldn't normally meet. And just remember, everyone is in the same boat. The first few months, you're going to be very nervous. You might be homesick, but after 3 months, you will be very used to the weather, the city itself, and the country, UK as a whole. So it's going to be very exciting, and we are very excited to welcome you all. I've also put some links here, guys. As you can see on the left-hand side, we have a system called Unibody. So after we finish this webinar, you can talk to me through Unibody. You can search the area of study, country, and also levels. For example, Bensu is studying media production. I was studying psychology and also marketing. So if you have questions about those courses or the university as a whole, you can contact me. You can also watch our blogs and vlogs from microsites. And also, if you follow our international social media page, this is the Instagram page that I'm currently using, and also we're sharing posts all the time. So make sure you follow BU International and also Bournemouth University's social media page to see what's going on before you come to BU. So I will now briefly translate this as well. Okay. Evet arkadaşlar, kısaca bahsetmem gerekirse biraz şehirden bahsettim. Şehrin ne kadar güvenli olduğundan, öğrenci şehri olduğundan bahsettim. Onun dışında eğer lisans için geliyorsanız 4 yıllık eğitimin 1 yılında, yani 3 yıllık bir eğitim artı 1 yıl staj şansınız olacak. Bu stajda ücretli bir staj olacak. Dediğim gibi hocalardan, yani 60.000 pound, yılda 60.000 pound kazanan öğrenciler bile oluyor. Gerçekten çok iyi bir iş bulursanız. Ve üniversitenin bağları endüstriyle ve iş hayatıyla ilgili çok iyi. O yüzden mutlaka bütün yapılan seminerlere, fuarlara, okulda yapılan katılın ve kendinizi tanıtın, bağlantınızı kurun, LinkedIn'den ekleşin. Biraz kiralardan ve ne kadar harcayacağınızdan bahsetmiştim. 900.000 pound arası bir ücreti gözden çıkarmanız gerekiyor. Zaten vizeye başvururken 10.000 pound gibi bir ücretin yanınızda olmasını istiyorlar, biliyorsunuz. O ücret yeterli oluyor bir yıl için. Eğer part-time bir işte çalışıyorsanız zaten 400-500 pound gibi bir ücret ayda cebinize girecek. Yani sadece 400-500 pound gibi bir ekstra ücret harcamanız gerekecek. Okuldaki bütün kulüplere katılabilirsiniz. Burs için dediğim gibi eğer %50 bursa başvurmak istiyorsanız, benim başvurduğum gibi, ortalamanız 3.50'nin üzerindeyse başvurabiliyorsunuz. Ekstra bir yazı yazmanız gerekiyor. Eğer zaten ortalamanız 2.80'in üzerindeyse otomatik olarak 3.500 poundluk bir burs yüksek lisans ve doktor öğrencileri için geliyor. Lisans öğrencileri için de 2.500 poundluk bir burs geliyor. Mutlaka bunları değerlendirin. Ben ikinci master'ıma başvurma sebebim, dediğim gibi, okuldan çok memnun olduğum için ve tekrar bir burs aldığım için şehirde kalmak istedim ve ikinci master'ımı yapıyorum. Okuldan çok memnunum. Gerçekten her şekilde yararlanın, bütün kullanmak istediğiniz her şeyi kullanın, öyle söyleyeyim. Şu anda ben soruları göremiyorum ama sorulara geçeceğiz. Nuria, I briefly did some introduction and talks. So if you would like to answer the questions, I will enable the screen sharing.
Yeah, please. Okay. Okay. We have one question with regards of coronavirus and what is our position as university. Unfortunately, we are in a situation where the majority of all the universities has to follow the government advice. So at the moment, our facilities are closed. We are working remotely. So all of us are in our house. And the plan for September is that the university will be open to our students, so we can welcome them. And most of our courses, in principle, will go to study in basically in the campus, particularly for those courses that is needed, that they need to use our facilities or labs. For courses that are more less practical, quite a lot of the teaching is going to be online, but still we are trying to give you the opportunity to go to the university and to meet other students as well. So it will be what we call a hybrid teaching or blended teaching. So some of the programs will be half online and half within the university. If you are one of our applicants, and don't worry, because this information will be sent to you before you even accept the university. So at the moment, our faculties are discussing what programs will be taught, 50% online and 50% on campus, and or maybe 80% online, 20% on campus. So you will have all this information. But in principle, the idea is if the government doesn't say that we are not, it's not compulsory for us to be locked down, the idea is to come back to the university in September. So that was one of the questions. We have quite a lot of questions about the scholarships. I think now we have covered that, and you know perfectly. If you have a GPA of 2.8, you will be given automatically the £3,500 scholarship as a fee discount. If you are in high school, but you are interested in bachelor's degree, and you need to have 4 out of 5 or 80% in your high school diploma to get £2,500. And for those students that they don't have that entry criteria and they have lower grades, we will provide the opportunity scholarship, but then your application needs to be with us, and we will, it's limited number of scholarships that we can provide at that level. So it will depend on your student profile and financial situation. Okay. So we have a question with regards to the MBA. Yes, you need to have a work experience. Talia put the link to the MBA website, so you can have all the information in there as well.
Nuria, there's a question about medicine degree. So someone has, I think they've finished the medicine degree, but they would like to get the expertise, kind of the qualification. But I don't think we offer medicine.
No, we don't offer medicine, unfortunately. So no, it will not be on with us.
Mm-hmm. Someone was asking whether it would be possible for them to get enough scholarship or discount if they're under, if their GPA is under 2.80.
Yeah, as I said, you can get the discount. Maximum is £1,500, but your application needs to be with me. You just need to write an email to me to tell me that you have attended this webinar, and you know, I will look at your application, and then I will confirm whether or not it's possible for you to have a scholarship. But the maximum that you can get is £1,500 for this September.
Mm-hmm. Someone is asking, would they be eligible for the sports scholarship? Like, what's the criteria for that?
For which one? For the academic or
the
for
sports scholarship?
Oh, the sports. Okay, for the sports scholarship, is that this you need to be part of national team. That is the main criteria. If you can prove that you are playing nationally or internationally, then you need to complete a form that our sports manager will send you, and basically you may be able to get the sports scholarship. Mm-hmm. But more information is also in our website. The link for all our postgraduate scholarships, including the music and the sports scholarship, is in the website.
Nuria and Natalia, sorry for interrupting, but we are running out of our time, so we need to close our section, but you can stay on the system and reply the questions as written.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also, you can check the post section on the right side to see the answers of the survey.
Okay, thank you. Just before you go, should I then close the session, Burcu?
We will close, but you can stay here and without your webcam. You can answer the questions as written on the chat box.
Okay, brilliant.
All right.
So, well, that is all by, by us. And thank you ever so much for joining us in this webinar. We are planning to provide another webinar with some academics as well. And this is going to be on the 21st of July. If you are interested in management or marketing programs, postgraduate level only, just to let you know that we have a webinar coming soon on the 21st of July. Talia will be here as well, helping us with questions and talking to you. And so please, join us and just to hear directly from our academics about those programs. So I will be answering the questions now. I will go through the questions and answer to you. But from us, from Talia and myself, thank you. And thank you for being such a good audience and, and engaging with us as well. So bye for now.
Thank you to Talia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nuria. It was a really great presentation and very detailed one. So see you soon.
Thank you, Burcu. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.